All right, Mets fans, let's talk MLB trade deadline. I am on vacation, so I apologize. I don't have a fancy background like I usually do in all my videos, but I wanted to put something out there for you all, and I wanted to talk about this particular rumor between the Mets and the White Sox surrounding Luis Robert Jr. and a deal that could send him to Queens and solidify center field as well as the lineup moving forward. Before we fully get into this video, it's going to be very short and to the point. Make sure to smash those thumbs up buttons and subscribe to the channel as well. But also, please, if anything, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and opinions and if you would do this deal. Because rumor has it, according to a lot of MLB insiders, a lot of articles that I've been reading, that the White Sox really want Mark Vientos in this deal. Whether it's a 1-for-2 type of deal and the White Sox have to throw someone else into the deal alongside Robert Jr., or whether it's 1-for-1 straight up, and that is causing a lot of stir amongst Mets Twitter, Mets social media, especially this fan base, debating whether or not this front office should make a move like this. We all know the statistics are not great at face value from Robert Jr., which in turn turns a lot of Mets fans away from this type of deal and not so much of a favorable deal for the New York Mets. But as a counterpoint, I do want to open this discussion up because I have stated multiple times on my channel, if the White Sox really do want Vientos for Robert Jr., I would be willing to do it because of the benefits that the Mets could enjoy this season, especially with what seems like a rejuvenated Robert Jr. over the last month of games or so. At this point of Mark Vientos' career, especially with the elevated play of both Ronnie Mauricio and Brett Baty, there's no chance that he is going to be seeing any significant time as a third baseman, and he would have to be a DH moving forward, more so full-time. Not only do the Mets not have room for him as a full-time DH with the likes of Starling Marte and Jesse Winker in the equation when Winker comes back from the IL, but also in the future. I understand we saw such a great season from Vientos last season. He has a lot of upside, especially with the power that we really haven't seen all of this year. He's looking a little bit better as of recent, but we still, there's a lot left to be desired from Vientos at the plate this year. So do we go off of last year's sample size, or do we go ahead and get a guy like Robert Jr. that can slot into this lineup on a platoon basis, that has 2 years of controllability left and can play really stellar defense in center field and also provide you 25, 30 plus stolen bases on the diamond, unlike Vientos? Or are we too afraid at this point of letting the upside go of a Mark Vientos that is at this point in this organization positionless, right? So it does seem that even though the Robert Jr. statistics ever since 2023 have not been fantastic, he has a lot more tools and a lot more ability to help this team win now at this point, given the tools outside, or rather as opposed to a guy like Mark Vientos. That's the way that I see it. And then also in an age factor, you have to consider that. Robert Jr. is only 27 years old. Mark Vientos is 25 years old. There's a little bit more controllability with Vientos given the contract structure. I understand that. Him being on his rookie deal, I get all of that. But for me, I really think that Vientos is roadblocked on this team right now, not only with the current personnel and Baty and Mauricio, but also the talent that is coming up onto this team from the farm system. So that is the rumor. To get something like this done and maybe persuade the White Sox to deal him to Queens instead of Philly, they will have to entice them. And if Mark Vientos is the guy that they want, from the way that I see it, you got to make this happen. So let me know if you agree with this. As always, comment your thoughts and opinions. This is a very controversial topic amongst Mets Twitter right now and Mets YouTube videos. So make sure to let me know, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you all on a future video. Peace.